Good evening and welcome to Kindergarten Math Night. We're going to be discussing some math standards that we teach over the course of the year, so you're just better familiar with what your child is learning.
The first standard for kindergarten math is counting and cardinality. We ask that kindergarten students be able to count to 100 by ones and tens, count forward from any given number, identify and write numbers from 0 to 20, count to tell the number of objects, represent a number of objects with a written number to identify how many, and compare number quantities to identify which is greater than, less than, or equal.
The next one is operations and algebraic thinking. This is to understand addition as putting together and adding to, and understand subtraction as taking apart and taking from. Students will solve addition and subtraction word problems and add and subtract within 10, decompose numbers less than or equal to 10 into pairs in more than one way. For any number from 1 to 10, they're going to find the number that makes 10 when added to the given number, and they will fluently add and subtract within 5.
The third standard is number and operations in base tens, working with the numbers 11 to 19 to gain foundations for place value. They will be composing and decomposing numbers from 11 to 19 into 10 ones and some further ones, such as 18 equals 10 plus 8.
The fourth standard is measurement and data. They're going to be describing and comparing measurable attributes. These attributes will be things like length, height, or weight. They're going to directly compare objects with a measurable attribute, saying that one's longer and shorter, or taller, or heavier, etc. And then they're going to be classifying and sorting objects into given categories.
Last is geometry. They will identify and describe shapes. Our 2D shapes are circle, triangle, square, rectangle, and hexagon. The 3D shapes that we learn in kindergarten are sphere, cone, cube, and cylinder. They will describe real objects using the names of shapes. They will describe relative positions of objects using terms such as above, below, beside, in front of, behind, and next to. They will analyze and compare, create, and compose shapes. They'll compare 2D and 3D shapes in different sizes, orientations, and they will describe their similarities and differences. And then we'll use simple shapes to form larger shapes.
These are some resources that you can use at home. There are some games that students can play on abci.com or starfall.com. The other is some online math tools, and those are links that you can click on.
Thank you for watching our Kindergarten Math Night slideshow.